It's the weekend, and you know what that means.
It's time for WWND.
Wrestling with Neurodivergence, you dumb whores. And we're coming to you from the birthplace of Roderick Strong.
Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
I'm Lisa. I have autism.
And I am Gary, and I am riddled with ADHD.
He really is.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
All right. There we go.
Tonight we'll be talking about the December 11th Dynamite. Winter is coming.
Yes, and it came.
It did.
All over.
It did indeed. It is terrifyingly chilly here in Wisconsin.
Oh my God, it is. It is nuts. It was -9 this morning when I had to take the kid to school. Ugh.
I did not enjoy it. I am still not enjoying it.
Yeah.
I believe I complained about it on Threads last night.
Yeah, it's supposed to warm up though.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't just us. I had a Zoom call with a coworker in Iowa, and it was even pretty cold. So I don't know, man. I'll have to ask those gentlemen down in Kansas City how cold it got later today.
I'm sure it was wonderful down in Kansas.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I think we have some housekeeping.
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 I'll get a better knocking sound later. All right, let's dive into it. Housekeeping. What do we got?
Okay. So just in time for next week, we will be bringing back the ref rating.
Yeah, it's going to look a little different.
Yeah.
But that's how we do it. We mix things up. We bring it back. Whatever.
We're tweaking some stuff.
We're really appreciating the feedback and the fan contribution. It's letting us know how to make this what you guys want.
Yes. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I mean, participation is key, and you guys are doing it.
Yes. Woo! I'd give you a gold star if I could, but I can't.
We do still have those stickers.
Yeah, we do have free stickers.
Yeah.
So you could email us, wwndpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, shoot us an email. We'll get you some stickers. So
we'll give you free stickers.
God damn.
They're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. We haven't mentioned those in a long time. So that's actually some good housekeeping.
I have a lot of stickers. They're
Yeah.
free. They're cool. They're shiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They look good on the back of a cell phone.
Yeah. Or on a notebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. Pretty much if a sticker can go somewhere, people,
The sticker will
you
fit.
You can put this sticker there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
And it's really awesome. I can't even.
Yeah. And otherwise they're just sitting in a drawer of ours somewhere.
They're sitting in my backpack.
That actually is a pretty cool place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like my naproxen and my ibuprofen.
Could you imagine if we could somehow get a sticker into Orange Cassidy's backpack?
Oh,
that would be amazing.
That would.
No, I would want him to have a couple so he could actually put them somewhere.
He could have like as many as he wanted.
Yeah, he just has to write in.
Yeah.
You hear that, fans? You are the same level of Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any housekeeping?
We're improving the meat thermometer as always, and it's now the meat meter. We just feel it rolls off the tongue better.
And that is thanks to a listener.
Yeah. So meat meter, but we're sticking with the USDA cuts.
Yep.
That went really well, but we're cutting back on a little bit because we don't want to burn it out. So we're not going to do it with promos. We're just going to do it on matches.
Yep.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, really need to say that you guys would have just picked up on it. But as long as we're at housekeeping, let's get it all out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I tell you, I am ready to go because it was a great episode.
Yeah.
So I will let you do your thing.
All right. Pillows are fluffed. Let's get to it.
All right.
We started out strong.
Yes.
We had Pac and Mox versus Jay White and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, that is one hell of a way to start.
Right?
No doubt.
Jay White and Orange Cassidy, strange bedfellows.
But good bedfellows.
Yeah. The ref was Bryce Remsburg. I did notice that like Orange got right in the ring.
Yeah.
Right away. Marina and Yuta were ringside.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say I personally really appreciate Mox's chest hair?
Of course you can say that.
There was just something.
Yeah.
It just really entranced me last night.
Entranced? That's a fun word.
It just really...
No, I like how you described that. And it entranced her.
It just really did.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Nice.
I've noticed it before, but there was just something. It got a hold of me last night. And I was like, really appreciate you, Mox.
Yeah, no doubt.
I did notice, okay, so Jay White has the tan thing going on as well, but for some reason to me, he did not look jaundiced or orange.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, I would agree with that. But I couldn't. It wasn't obvious enough where I could be like, oh, they finally have a better spray tan person, or if he just didn't do it. I don't know. So it wasn't clear enough to answer questions. But
Yeah, like,
I'm picking up on what you're
does
putting
he
down.
have like his own special person, or
Maybe.
is that just how he looks?
Might just be how he looks.
Who knows? But Mox is embracing the pale.
Yeah, and it's fitting for him.
It is.
I mean, if you're a Death Rider, you can't be like well tanned.
No, it doesn't really go with the name.
No, it's invoking images of like your stereotypical image of like death.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing like a robe and he's got like his like big sickle or whatever it is. And he's usually pale AF.
It's kind of like when I wake up in the morning, like, oh my God, here comes death.
Yeah, well, no. I wouldn't think that. But I did just have the imagery of the character of death in Bill and Ted's Bogus Bogus Journey.
Yep.
So shout out to that. That was a good. Well, okay, it wasn't that great of a movie, but it's good for the nostalgia.
Yes.
The first one was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the newest one, The Face the Music?
Yes, I did.
That's good stuff.
Yes.
I love that they actually brought everyone back.
Mm-hmm. The patriarchy, of course, was looking on from a suite.
Mm-hmm.
I remember at one point during the match, Nigel said, everyone wants a bit of Moxley or a bite of Moxley.
Yes.
Before I could even say anything, you were like, Lisa does.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
I was like, I can't argue with that.
No, we should have gotten like a clip of that. I could get that for you later.
And then, we're enjoying the match and we're like, oh, Orange Cassidy has the upper hand. This might actually go their way.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere, Hangman causes the DQ by coming out of I don't know where, and he's just on top of Mox.
Well, that's what you get for cowboy shit.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, no kidding. It surprised me. Fitting way to end it, though, where both guys can keep their honor. I'm putting it in air quotes, nobody lost. Ooh.
Right.
I like that, though. It carries the story on. Everyone gets to save face, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And also seeing Hangman be a little booger, adds to it.
Oh, yeah. And then Orange pulls Hangman off.
Mm-hmm.
Hangman goes right back on top of Mox. Orange attempts to pull him off again. They start fighting.
Yep.
Then Jay and Hangman fight. And Orange accidentally hit Jay White.
Right, which clearly was an accident.
It was, but Jay didn't realize that, so he takes out Orange Cassidy. And the Death Riders then get in the ring and beat them all up since they were too busy arguing.
See, and that's the lesson to take away. When you let people divide you like that, then they can just come in and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So
teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. So,
but also, Wake Up America, whenever we're fighting amongst each other, jackwagons can come in and just take over.
Yes.
So, anyway.
It was interesting that a lot of the crowd was just chanting F you, Yuta.
Yeah.
So, my big takeaway was there goes my theory that they'll all work together to take on the Death Riders.
Right.
At least for now.
Right. No, for now. And I think that's what the important piece of this was with the storytelling. Just because, and maybe that's a good thing for the storyline of we're still going to try to have them work together, but we have to really drill that they're not going to just come together like the Avengers. They're still messed up.
Yeah. I also find it interesting that Orange Cassidy has this, I have to go it alone. While the Death Riders are very united, even in this tag team, they calmly talked about who would start between Mox and Pac, whereas Jay White was basically like pulling Orange Cassidy back to the corner to be like, we have to decide who's going to start this tag team off.
Right.
And I think maybe that would be a problem, obviously. That is a problem.
It is, yeah.
So
I'm agreeing with you.
I think that might be Orange's big downfall with all this. The whole, I've got to go this alone and nobody's going to help me. I don't need anybody's help.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I get what he was doing because it was a statement of somebody is strong enough to stand up against you. But now, no. Teamwork needs to make that dream work.
Yeah. Thirstometer.
Yeah.
11 out of 10.
Ooh.
I might even go so high as 12 out of 10.
What?
Because of the chest hair.
Okay.
It just really had an effect on
Chest
me
hair did
last
it?
night.
I mean, I can't say I blame you. That's that's a lot of stuff.
There was just something about last night.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the cold,
Maybe.
the jeggings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything combined for a perfect storm.
But congratulations, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Meat meter.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of meat in this. I mean, the only one that really comes close to the meat is really Moxley.
Yeah, I'd like to think that I could blow on his belly, like blow raspberries like you would a little kid.
Aw, I don't know why, but that sounds fun.
And then like just use my hands to like slap his belly.
Yeah.
Not that he has much of a belly, but just be fun.
Right. Yeah. So
And then run away and be like, I love you.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, you were saying?
Well, I was saying I wouldn't really classify this as a meat match, but but there was a little bit of meat to devour in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna say it's not gonna be at the prime cuts level, but we'll give it a simple burger, and we'll give it a flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that,
Let's close this out with the DQ bell.
DQ done.
Thank you to Tim from All Elite Wrap Up for providing us that new bell.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. We had a Bandito, the most wanted Bandito vignette.
A little peek behind the curtain. Last night was the first night that you and I
We jet-setted.
we jet-setted because we wanted to watch via Triller, but of course Lisa and I are very big rule followers.
Mm-hmm.
And so first we went out to the UK to watch it.
Yeah, frequent flyer miles.
But there were some issues with the UK. It just didn't work very well.
They deported us.
So we had to, we initially abandoned it and went back to the US. But then we're like, no, we need to try this again. And thank you to everybody out there that helped us, because we had some friends say, go to Germany.
So we flew to Germany.
We flew to Germany, and God, we got some, it streamed much better in Germany. So thank you, Germany. And, but yeah, we did miss part of it. We went back and watched it, but
yeah.
I just wanted to share some of that drama, and also a thank you to those of you out there that recommended that we go watch it in Germany.
The frequent flyer miles that Gary racked up.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, well,
incredible.
I try.
I appreciate it. We're flying first class next time.
Yeah, definitely.
So we open up in the town. There's some townspeople that are running scared. They're running into their abodes and locking the door.
Abodes indeed.
Yes, but the posse/sheriff are going to apprehend him, and they're like, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. And he gets off his horse and he puts his hands up, and they're like, so I guess it's the hard way.
How is that the hard way?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
But he had ridden into town on his horse, and he's wearing all black. I only remember him previously wearing all white.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember him with as much muscle
before
as he has now. So good on you, sir. Because was he always so jacked?
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
We'll have to go back and watch it together.
And then they just showed him basically kicking everybody's butt.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a really good
promo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to his in-ring return.
Is it just me, or are they doing a lot more? Or maybe they did this more in the past and they're just coming back to it. But like the pre-recorded promos where it looks almost more professional.
I feel like stuff looks a lot more professional right now.
I'm digging it. It's like little movies right in the middle.
Right.
I'm saying keep at it. Why not? Plus, it's got to be easier for the staff to transition stuff.
Yeah.
If it's all pre-done. But anyway, yeah, good stuff.
So Thirstometer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Granted, I'm being totally vain and only going off body and hair because I can't see his face.
Well, thirst wants with a thirst wants. You can't control it. You just got to give in.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We see the Death Riders backstage, and Mox is just walking around like a madman. And he says he is a marked man, and he wouldn't have it any other way. It's the only way to live, the only way to feel alive. And basically, what Hangman, Jay White, and Orange Cassidy's problem is their egos. egos. Everything is about their egos.
Which he's been drilling home then
Since the
again
beginning.
and again. But yeah, sticking with the story. I like it.
They're all like, I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. And he's like, your egos run your lives. And then he had pointed out egos run all elite wrestling. And I believe he mentioned how the Death Riders isn't about him. It's about all of them. It's about his people.
I get what he's saying, but I question Yuta.
Yeah, that's true. Yuta's like the whipping boy.
Right.
But he's going to give them an early Christmas present.
Yeah.
A fatal 4-way at World's End.
Yeah.
How confident do you have to be in yourself to be like, you know what? I'm the title holder. I'm going to go up against 3 different, very skilled contenders.
Definitely, it's putting your money where your mouth is.
Right, because he doesn't have to be pinned to lose.
Right.
So, yay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Indeed.
Thirstometer.
Oh, yeah.
12 out of 10.
Because of the chest hair.
Chest hair, the jeggings, plus he was all just salivating at the mouth pretty much.
Yeah, good stuff.
We see Christian up in the balcony. He has dismissed the family. He has a problem with everybody that's going to be in this fatal 4-way. Jay cost him the championship at Full Gear, and so did Hangman when he didn't live up to his end of the bargain.
Yep.
Orange is just a little pissant that gets on his nerves, and Mox has what he wants, the AEW Men's World Championship.
Yeah.
And then he is so heelish. He talks about how he's going to basically send John back to rehab because he'll cause him to drink again.
Which is a low blow, but good heel banter.
And then, you know, he said he's now and forever the face of TBS. He's the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Championship.
That's a great line.
It is. He goes to walk away and he says something and he stops, looks behind him, and there's Hook just standing like Michael Myers in the window of the door.
Yeah, with his brand new cast.
Yes. And the door is locked, I'm presuming.
Right.
Otherwise, Hook would already be in the suite.
That's what I would assume too.
And I do like that he just broke the glass on the door.
Just smashed it.
Yeah. And Hook tried to throw him off the balcony of the suite. But then Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian, like good sons, came to Christian's defense.
Took him a bit though.
It did. And Hook beat them off.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hook beat them up. Then made a hasty retreat.
He did. But
yeah,
the room definitely got shaken up first.
It did.
There was a table full of what looked like popcorn.
Yeah.
And that all got spilled.
Yep.
It looked tasty too. It looked like cheddar popcorn or something.
Those sweets are usually really nice.
I bet. And God, could you imagine being the people that were in the suite right next to them?
Right.
Oh my God. But then again, when it really got going, they couldn't see any. Well, no, I suppose it was still on the Tron.
Yeah.
It was on the big jumbo screen. So
I liked how Tony Schiavone was like, great moment in Dynamite history right there.
No kidding. But yeah, awesome promo. Good heel work. I honestly was a little scared when they were near the edge and they were getting rowdy. I'm like, stop it, guys. But anyway.
Thirstometer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 10 out of 10.
Nice. And that's solid for a patriarchy promo. So good job, guys.
We have a Gold League match.
Oh, yeah.
In the Continental Classic. Will Ospreay versus Claudio Castagnoli. Ref is Rick Knox. So Will's hair is straightened.
Yeah. Amanda noticed that right away.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
And he has scruff.
Yeah. He looks good with straightened hair. I mean, I love his curls.
I thought so too.
He looks good no matter what.
I know.
It's one of those things where it's like, I like it, but also it's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, that's not fair to the rest of us.
I'm admitting it's a jealousy thing. I know it.
I'm happy for him, but at the same time, I'm like, save some for the rest of us, dude.
Yeah, there was plenty of dudes like that at this wedding we were at this last weekend too.
As far as?
Just dudes where it's like, good for you, but at the same time, it's like, man, why did the universe bless you with all these moves on the dance floor and the rest of us are
I didn't stay that long, so
Well, anyway, I'm getting off on a side tangent.
That's all right.
It's the ADHD in me.
It's okay.
Let's get back to it.
I did, as far as Will's hair being straightened, there was a lot of memes made about like Tiger Beat.
Oh.
And, the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh, it was very
that hairstyle.
Yeah. Who's that one dude?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yes, that
from
is
Home
that is
Improvement.
exactly who I was thinking of. JTT they called him, didn't they? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He was the cat's meow back in the day. All the ladies wanted him. I remember plenty of girls having pictures of him up in their lockers and stuff. Yeah.
I had pictures of Motley Crue up in my locker.
Well, yeah.
I was a little different.
I would argue that's actually better. Makes more sense. But
I was like, oh, Nikki Sixx.
Mm-hmm.
Claudio came out on his own.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To his credit.
Well, yeah, but it's a Continental, so
but
Continental classic.
he could still have somebody come out and then leave.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah.
You know?
Good to know. Okay.
What I thought was interesting was Claudio was dissecting Will.
Mm-hmm.
Like his big swing into the steps and then intertwining Will's left arm into the steps so that he could stomp on his wrist.
Yeah.
Really focusing on that left arm that Will had told Kyle Fletcher that he had issues with.
Yep.
Having feeling as whether that's kayfabe or not.
Sure.
I don't know, but it played really well. And I would think even the European uppercuts would affect Will's neck.
Probably.
If that's real or not. But I thought it was a really good match. I was looking forward to this because they may have had a brief encounter in a battle royal or something before, but this is like an extended one-on-one.
Yeah, definitely phenomenal match. A couple things that just really stood out to me that I thought deserve a highlight. There was a move where they were messing with those gosh darn stairs quite a bit.
Yeah.
And but there was a move where Ospreay does like a drop kick into it and slams the stairs into Claudio's knees, and I just thought that was a killer move.
Yeah.
Because that's not something I've seen before, and I'm like, damn, that was cool. But yeah, lots of stair play, lots of fun playing on the storylines where they were, going into, oh, this arm's hurt, I'm going to mess with that. So just awesome match.
Two very different styles, too.
Yeah.
And Will wins. And Claudio attacked him from behind and then grabbed a chair to hit him with a chair or do whatever.
Yep.
And that's when Darby's music hits and he runs out with a baseball bat for the save.
Yep.
And then since those two face each other in the Continental Classic, I think it's next week, they have like a moment where they're maintaining eye contact. Will and Darby.
Staring each other down for sure.
Right. But then they did the little head nod of acknowledgement, like, thanks, dude, for having my back.
Yeah, I think he even gave him like a thumbs up or some sort of wave. But I like that. It's good stuff.
Thirstometer. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
What's the meat meter on this one?
Well, also, not too meaty.
Not at all.
Both guys are pretty
lean.
So, I mean, this would be like some lean turkey jerky, if anything.
Yeah, it really would.
So it doesn't even get a flip. Definitely a tasty match.
Yeah.
We're going to call it lean turkey jerky.
All right. Let's close out this match.
All right.
Renee is with Ricochet. She is in a pinstripe outfit with pinstripe tie and a white blouse. I thought she looked excellent. Ricochet has on a suit. It's a bluish gray plaid suit with a bluish gray tie with gold accenting on it.
It wasn't bad. I liked it.
Right.
But it didn't scream as dapper as some of the previous ones.
Yeah.
I think I actually mentioned something about it being a little more used car salesman. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't want to shame him. I mean, if that's the suit he wanted, but it just wasn't quite at that dapper level that some of the previous ones have been.
I feel like maybe he's worn it before, so it might have just been the tie that was bringing it down.
That could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel like I've seen him wear it before, except it was with the red pocket square and the red tie where the patternings didn't match up between the tie and the pocket square, but I could be wrong.
Either way.
He did tell Renee he came to AEW for the competition, and that's why the Continental Classic is so great.
Yeah.
And why isn't he worried about Brody? Because Brody isn't Ricochet. And he pointedly takes out MVP's business card. Brody's not holding all the cards.
Yeah.
And I was like, what does that mean? Because Hurt Syndicate can't come anywhere near the ring.
Right. So I was all right. Right away, I was thinking, is there going to be some intimidation before the match? Where are they going to go with this? But I thought the same thing. It's like, well, they can't come out and help.
No.
There can't be any shenanigans.
Are they going to wait? Is he going to wait till like after the match and have them beat down Brody? That's...
Yeah. So So yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you're playing a card that really can't be played right now. But let's see where this goes.
Yep. Thirstometer.
Mm-hmm.
9 out of 10.
Okay. Nice.
Renee looked amazing.
Actually, I was thinking it was probably Renee that brought it up more.
We see an SUV pull up, and the first thing the camera focuses on is the Dynamite diamond ring.
Big old ring.
Yep.
It's right in frame.
Then a butt in gray slacks. Then we see the red shirt, and then the back of MJF's head as he's putting on the scarf.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, he's there.
Surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
I got excited.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I was
like,
surprised too.
What?
Yeah. I was like, what is he doing here?
What happened is he's been listening to the podcast.
Yes.
And he heard that Lisa's like, hey, dude, quit phoning it in. Actually show up.
Yeah.
So he's like, now I got to.
Yeah.
So good on you.
Yeah. So I was like, what's he doing here? Thirstometer.
Huh?
8 out of 10.
Nice. I would have even thought that butt would have gotten a little higher, but whatever.
Yeah.
I suppose it was quick.
I mean, it's no John Moxley chest hair.
Nothing is.
Renee is with Matt Cardona, and she asks if he feels like he's ready to take on Jericho, and he's like, yes, I'm always ready. It even says it on my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He's glad Brian Keith came out with Jericho and they laid him out, so now that he knows what he's up against. And he challenged Brian Keith to a match at Rampage.
The Rompage.
Yes.
Very nice.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Thirstometer.
Mm-hmm.
8 out of 10.
All right.
For some reason, his beard brings it down a little for me. It's like he's coloring it in or something.
Okay.
Or is dyed. I don't know.
Lisa wants it natural.
I do.
I know that.
I do. If you're graying a little bit, let that
See,
come in.
I got these 2 spots right here that come in gray, and I've just embraced it.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's attractive to me.
I
and
didn't
Amanda.
Know. And yeah, no, I get it.
We're friends, Gary.
Right? No, I know. It was a joke.
I know.
And I think the listeners have caught on to that
Yeah.
too. Anyway.
And I'll tell you like it is anyway.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
We have a match. It's Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
Ref is Paul Turner. When Adam comes out, he is just standing in the corner waiting for Kyle to come out. And he is just kind of looking at his feet like, oh, bummer. I don't want to do this.
Right. No, it was a good setup for that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Kyle would not shake his hand. He just kind of slapped it in acknowledgement like, yep.
Yeah.
Adam is yellow again.
Yes.
Last week he was fine. He looked normal.
Right.
I don't know what happened.
No. Maybe he's leaning into it now.
I don't know. The crowd was split to begin with.
Yeah.
But the Adam chants were a little louder.
Mm-hmm.
After the first commercial break, the Kyle chants started getting louder.
Yeah.
And then MJF came out to the ring. Cole super kicked him because MJF was trying to cause shenanigans.
Yeah, which, I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming. I expected
a promo or something.
Well, no, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I wasn't expecting MJF to get his ass handed to him that quick.
Oh, yeah, good point.
But I mean, good for Adam.
Mm-hmm. Adam won, so MJF's plan was foiled.
Oh, yeah. He did nothing.
Yeah. He extended his hand to Kyle, and Kyle just rolled out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that basically is because Kyle still blames Adam for Roddy getting hurt.
Yep.
Have his hair wet before he could come out.
Yep. Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we're going to get Adam Cole versus MJF at World's End.
Which that should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll tie up the storyline.
Right. Which I'm ready for.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a terrible storyline. It's a good storyline, but it's one that needs to come to a close.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Thirstometer. 9 out of 10, but that's because of Kyle O'Reilly.
Okay. So no MJF. He doesn't get any.
Not really, no. And the jaundiced Adam Cole doesn't really do anything.
No, and you know what? I think we even noticed, under... Yeah, it's just getting worse.
He pulls down his knee pad, and it's like you sort of got it a little bit, but it's not enough.
I don't know. It is what it is at this point, but...
Yeah. Meat meter.
Yeah, not too meaty. If any...
Definitely not.
No, it's very lean. So we're gonna even call this vegan. There's just no meat in sight.
There was no meat.
Still a good match though.
It was. Shall we close out this match?
You bet your boots.
Thank you. FTR is backstage and they talk about Fight for the Fallen being in Asheville, North Carolina, which was where Hurricane Helene happened.
Mm-hmm.
That is also where Cash is from.
Yeah.
And with the help of Fight for the Fallen and AEW, they will continue building back up Asheville. And they bring up the simulcast happening January 1st, which is also when Fight for the Fallen happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then they talked about how they don't have a problem with the Death Riders, but if the Death Riders have a problem with them, they'll be in the ring at Collision. So they should talk.
There you go.
So are they Team AEW or not?
I assumed they were, but
Because
that's a good point.
they don't have a problem with the Death Riders, or are they just trying to be neutral?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. But think about this, though. When, was it last? I forget when it was, but when the Death Riders brought Orange Cassidy backstage, FTR came in to help him.
They did say that was to stop an attempted murder.
Right.
So maybe it was just a sense of justice instead of...
I'm going to take it as they're just trying to build some mystery. I'm eager to see where they come out on this, though.
That's fair.
But you're right. I just assumed they were more Team AEW, but who knows?
Right?
Yeah.
Thirstometer.
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
All right.
They don't really do too much for me.
That's okay.
Now we have the New York Minute.
Yes, we do.
Brian Keith is in the background. It sounded like an infomercial.
Right, and I think that's kind of what they're going for.
Right.
Yeah.
This one especially sounded like an infomercial,
absolutely.
though. I did laugh when Brian Keith said he was going to take a bite out of Matt Cardona's dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got for that.
Yeah, it's still...
it was way too Chris Jericho-y for me.
True.
This one was.
Yeah,
it wasn't like last time.
Last time was good. This time was still okay, but not as good as last time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with Jericho. He can't sit there and milk something. He's got to... If for me, personally, if Jericho wants to pull me in, he needs to keep changing it up. Things get so tired so quick with him. I don't know what it is about him, but so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thirstometer.
Mm-hmm.
All the Diet Pepsis.
Oh. I don't blame you.
Tony Schiavone is with Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
Tony has on a black jacket instead of the usual plum jacket we see him in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Darby is talking about how the Death Riders are chipping away at everything that makes AEW AEW.
Yeah.
And he gets why the young guys don't want to get involved against the Death Riders, because for many, it's the first time they've made a living off pro wrestling.
Right. And you know what? Just to backtrack, that could be why FTR doesn't want to get involved, because they've been hanging out with the youngest men alive so long, it's rubbing off on them.
That could be, yeah.
Maybe. Well, anyway, continue, Lisa.
But the problem is, if they don't do anything about it, it's just going to keep happening.
True.
And then the weirdest thing, Darby's like, people think he's a little reckless, a little impulsive, and then he just punched himself repeatedly in the face, in the jaw. Obviously, a blood capsule had to have been involved.
I don't know what you're talking about, Lisa. That was all real.
Oh, of course it was. Yeah. I like the look that Tony gives him, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
He said the blood and violence doesn't bother him. What bothers him is nobody does anything about it.
Yep.
And then he talked about some other stuff and said, nothing fools you better than the lies you tell yourself, John.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing they're gearing up to have Darby face John at some point as well, or...
Which would be really fun.
Yeah, or to like be in a little group to take on John.
Right. And based on that too, I was wondering a while ago why they weren't having Darby team up with Orange Cassidy, to be completely honest. Or if you really think about it, if we're going to just bring in the whole conglomeration, for some reason, the two energies of the wild card / crazy of Briscoe and Darby match really well.
They do. They really do.
And maybe they're not playing them because they want one guy just to be the wild card and they're too similar. I don't know.
Who knows?
But either way, bring it on. I'm all for it.
Yeah. I'm wondering how Darby, how he's going to do in the Continental Classic when he seems to be so focused on Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Can he focus?
Maybe not. And maybe that'll be his downfall.
It should be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Thirstometer. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Diet Cokes.
Diet Cokes. I assumed that, but I didn't want to push the button with assumption. I wanted to confirm it.
Understandable. We go into our second Continental Classic Gold League matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Ricochet versus Brody King.
Yes.
Ref is Rick Knox. So I loved the high-pitched scream from Ricochet as he's about to get powerbombed onto the apron.
That threw me. Yeah.
The crowd was solidly behind Brody.
Yes.
Very much so.
For sure.
And Ricochet was doing a great job of selling everything.
Yeah, in the beginning, I felt the momentum of the match and everything was leaning towards Brody.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Crowd was cheering Brody. Brody just really had the upper hand.
Yeah.
But I am 100% agreeing that Ricochet was playing it really well.
Yeah. And then at some point, the tide turned
Mm-hmm.
and Ricochet won.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, I didn't want that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Boo. And that's my takeaway.
No, that's a good takeaway. Yeah, it for sure. It was not what I expected. I expected, okay, let me back up. I didn't know what to expect because everything's up in the air with this Continental Classic. But I was definitely cheering for Brody.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Brody to take a win, but still a good match. Both guys did a great job. But yeah, Ricochet had some really weird sounds in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point, didn't he tell somebody to get away from him? And we didn't know if it was
I don't know if it was a fan or Brody where he was like, leave me alone.
Yeah. It was just weird, but
Get away from me. And I'm like, are you, what?
Yeah.
Thirstometer.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's all Brody.
It's all Brody.
That's all Brody.
Well, Ricochet ain't a bad guy. But,
but
yeah.
Brody.
Mm-hmm.
If I could growl right now, I would.
Well,
I'm not going to bark.
Yeah.
You know.
I do love when he does that, though.
I know, I do too.
Yeah.
Meat meter.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this was the meat match of the night.
It really was.
It was. So right away when I saw Brody come out, I'm like, woo, we're getting our meat. And let me tell you, this meat, it did not disappoint. There was meat slaps. There was meat taunts.
Yep.
There was Brody chopping Ricochet right out of midair. Does a chop that's strong enough just to frickin' stop Ricochet right in midair.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the meatiest chops I've ever seen. That
That's
was
true.
impressive. He was trying to come over the rope and just nope, bam.
Yep.
It was damn, that guy's arms must just be so thick. It's unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, it was some great meat. So I'm going to say this has got to be the USDA prime cut. And let's say we're talking top of the line, big ol' sirloin.
Nice.
Yeah. So let me slap that down for you, Lisa.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Let's close out this match.
All right.
Private Party is backstage and they welcome us to the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Action Andretti and Leo Rush approach them in matching outerwear that make them look like Koopas.
Yes. Indeed.
Except Action is wearing the vest version.
Yeah.
And they want a shot at the titles. And that's when Top Flight shows up. And they're wondering why should Action and Leo get a shot at the titles when they've never won
Just a solid point.
tag team titles or tag team matches ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they get chirped back, well, cute, and get eliminated.
Yep, true.
From that battle royal.
Indeed. I mean, all true facts, fair statements.
Yeah. And Private Party was like, you know what? Both of you teams can battle it out at Collision, and whoever wins gets a shot at the title belts.
Solid solution.
Mm-hmm. And then, as everybody's agreeing, Leo Rush did say to Darius, no hard feelings, right? And it kind of looked like Darius was like, yeah, no hard feelings about Action Andretti and Leo Rush eliminating Darius and Dante Martin.
Which I applaud the good sportsmanship.
Yep, but we'll see if it was genuine.
Yeah, it didn't feel genuine.
It did not.
No.
So Thirstometer. 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Renee is with Anna J and then Mercedes, and they are talking about a match they're going to have.
Yeah.
All I have was, it was a promo.
It was a promo. But I will tell you this, there was something about CEO's outfit that just was weird.
It was weird. It was
like this weird cat leopard tight-fitting thing that,
right.
However, the colors and the shadows
it was
laid,
the white.
Yeah.
And the shadowing with the white.
It made her look like she was a cat from the movie Cats and she was pregnant.
Yeah. It made yes.
It was just weird. So it was hard for me even to pay attention to what the promo was about because it was just, I was distracted.
Yeah. I was like, what is happening? Plus, Anna Jay, her promo work has been really good.
It has been.
But last night was just...
It was bland.
It was not what it has been. And I don't know if the outfit that Mercedes was wearing threw her off as well, or if it was just a bad, an off night. Because everybody has those.
Yeah. So keep at it, Anna Jay. We're not trying to shame you. Just, it was an off night and,
Her top was cute. I liked the color.
Everything Anna Jay does is cute.
I mean, sometimes I'm not really a fan of those leggings that are like underwear and you see through the legs because I'm like, why don't you just wear underwear?
Let's say it's just because Jack Perry likes it.
Okay, whatever. I'm all about functionality and comfort, so sometimes I don't understand certain things.
No, I know. And the thirst isn't really about me, it's about you, but I think I just let a little bit of a peek behind the curtain on where I stand with Anna Jay.
That's totally fine.
Anyway.
I'm still dumbfounded by Mercedes, the white on Mercedes.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't, even rewatching it,
good,
I like...
She picks bold outfits, so good for her for always trying.
Exactly.
But that one, and maybe it was just the way it was lit. I mean, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was the lighting there. But it looked like a weird cat from the movie Cats.
And it was pregnant.
And it was preggers.
It was definitely the white and the shadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Good job, gals.
Thirstometer. 10 out of 10. All Renee.
Diet Cokes?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. All Renee, though. That makes sense. No preggers, kittens, and lackluster promos. All right.
We have our main event.
Yeah.
And the women are main eventing.
Ooh.
Yes. Mariah May versus Mina Shirakawa. The ref, Aubrey Edwards.
Ooh, just to add just a little bit more of the sweet, sweet estrogen right in there.
And Thunder Rosa was in the audience.
Solid point. Yes, she was.
With the amazing sign work.
She had some good sign work for sure.
One was Mariah May, you may not. And she yelled, Mariah May, you suck.
Yes.
Which I thought was hilarious. The crowd was definitely behind Mina.
Indeed.
Big time. I liked seeing the aggressive side of Mina.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the whole boob shaking thing, the sex appeal of everything. But at the end of the day, I want to see wrestling.
Right. No. And I'm agreeing with you. Like, I can dig the sex appeal, but if that's all they have, I'm like, I'm not down for a one-trick pony. Show me your dynamic side. There's more to you than just that.
Yeah.
But so I'm with you 100%. And I really dig it when somebody's leaning into something and they're like, haha, another side of me.
Yep.
Yeah. Totally.
I did like the "You Are Not My Champ" sign from Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
And the WTF sign.
Which came in very handy later.
Yes.
But anyway.
Mariah May won.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we hear a very familiar theme song. And Toni Storm made her return in her original gimmick.
Yeah.
At the top of the ramp.
I gotta say, I'm not kidding when I say I got goosebumps.
I was very excited.
She's like one of my favorites. If not my favorite. It was like her and Orange Cassidy that really sucked me in. But it's because they have so many sides. Going back to that thing of, hey, Mina, awesome of you showing different sides, but she's so versatile in where she could play Timeless Toni Storm, or she's like this Hollywood beauty, and then she'll come out and just destroy you.
I am wondering if she'll be a heel or a face, because...
Yeah, I didn't really even consider that.
Because she did go after, as Timeless, didn't she go after Mariah May?
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
But she got her butt handed to her.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and she was Timeless Toni Storm when she was over in New Japan teaming with Mina.
Right.
So.
And the way that they played it is there was that video that she put out on her social, her Instagram. Go and look at it if you haven't seen it either. Where she just expressed no desire to come back to AEW. She's just kind of like she was hanging up her hat or whatnot. But then to come back as like the old Toni Storm, I almost took it as, I wondered if this was a ploy where it was like Timeless Toni Storm is gone and this is other Toni Storm, in which case she can come back and do whatever she wants.
Right. And that makes me wonder, will Kenny come back? Because he said, AEW doesn't need him. And will Eddie come back when he's all healed up? Because he said AEW doesn't need him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, gives me hope.
Well, I will say this, with the crowd's response, it is very obvious that AEW needs Toni Storm.
Yes, we do.
100%.
We definitely do.
Not that the other ladies can't carry the weight. They've done a phenomenal job.
Yes.
But you know what? You got to give the people what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thirstometer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 10 out of 10.
All right. Yeah, it was a solid match. Both gals looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I wanted Mina to win. But
So did I.
But what are you going to do? I get it for the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have Tony come out was the icing on the cake.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Meat meter.
Yeah, not much for meat, but definitely tasty, ladies. You did a great job.
Mm-hmm. So let's close out this match.
All right.
Bitch count.
Mm-hmm.
0. Who'd you have as your wrestler of the night?
Well, I tell you, I'm actually going to give a random one. Well, what you might consider random, but I'm going to say Darby Allin.
Oh.
Because he came out as a hero
Mm-hmm.
and at the end, and then also had the good sportsmanship to give like the friendly nod of you and me later, but he didn't start anything and left. And I don't know. I'm going to give it to Darby.
Nice.
I was just feeling like Darby came out the hero in this week's Dynamite.
I'm going to go with Thunder Rosa.
Oh, solid.
Mainly because she was expressing her opinions, but in a healthy manner.
Yes.
She didn't interrupt the match.
Mm-hmm.
She,
And her being there did add to it.
Yes.
Because there's times where there's people and it's like, oh, you're just looking for camera time. You're not adding anything. But she did.
Yes. She added to the story. She's making sure people are like, oh, there's Thunder Rosa. And yeah, I liked the signs. Mm-hmm. Who's your D-bag of the night?
Well, the D-bag of the night for me
is
going to be Ricochet.
Ah.
And it's going to be Ricochet because, number one, he brought out a card leading us to think there's going to be something with MVP, and then nothing. Nothing. D-bag move, man. Don't set me up for glory and then leave me with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I wanted Brody to win. That's just more of a selfish thing, but yeah.
I understand completely.
How about you?
My D-bag of the night. I am going to go with Claudio.
Solid, yep.
Because it's like, okay, you lost. Don't go after the person.
Right.
Just leave the ring. Obviously, he's a Death Rider. He's going to do something underhanded, but still.
Yeah, but it's one of those things too where if it was a different match, sure, but it's the Continental Classic. They're supposed to keep it classy,
Yeah, I know.
But solid heel move, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, totally earns the D-bag of the night. So I'm agreeing with you. Solid choice.
It is time for our neurodivergent interesting fact.
Oh.
I will be talking about apraxia and dyspraxia.
Well, fill us in. What's that?
So, childhood apraxia of speech is a rare condition that affects an estimated 1 to 2 out of every 1,000 children in the U.S., according to the Cleveland Clinic. It is thought that dyspraxia affects up to 6% of the population, with up to 2% being severely affected. Males are 4 times more likely to be affected than females, and that's according to the Dyspraxia Foundation.
Okay.
Apraxia is a neurological disorder that affects a person's ability to execute learned movements, such as speaking or gesturing. It is typically caused by damage to the parts of the brain that control movement and can affect both voluntary and involuntary movements. People with apraxia may have difficulty forming words or sentences and may also have trouble with fine motor skills, such as writing or buttoning a shirt. Dyspraxia and apraxia exist on a spectrum, with dyspraxia displaying milder symptoms. Apraxia is the complete loss of the ability to do something, while dyspraxia is a partial loss or impairment in doing something with accuracy or efficiency. Physical accommodations that can be made. Text to speech for communications.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Allow more time to pick up new skills or when learning new processes. Allow the ability to work from home or budget to hire alternate transportation to work. And give a flexible schedule.
Yeah, totally.
Social accommodations. Help with organizing the person's day with organizing software, visual maps, or use of pre-task 5-minute sync on needed items for completion. Also, the use of multi-sensory approaches when communicating and teaching. And that is the neurodivergent interesting fact.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I did not know about those two.
No, I'll be honest, I didn't either. I was playing it cool like I knew it, but since you were brave enough to let everybody know that it was new to you, I figured I should be brave too. So yeah, that was something new to me. Thank you.
Please follow us on our social media.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Threads, Facebook.
Yeah, we're all pretty much WWND pod.
Yep. On every one of them. Our email, wwndpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can send us an email and get a sticker.
Yep.
Or
a couple free stickers.
Yeah.
We just need your address.
But don't put that out for
on
everyone
social
to see.
media. No.
We'll keep it private.
Yeah. Our website, podcastahoy.com/WWND. We are in the process of getting an easier to find website.
Yeah, and we'll let you know as soon as we have that.
Yeah, but like, follow, subscribe, rate, do all the fun things that make people know about us.
Yeah, rant randomly in your work office. Hey guys, you should listen to this podcast.
It's pretty awesome.
We don't care.
Yeah.
Just do what you gotta do.
They had a crummy take that I didn't agree with.
Yeah, we welcome. That's a solid point for bringing that up.
Yeah.
We welcome the jib jabs, and if you don't like a take that we had, tell us about it, man. We want conversation.
We do the live threading of Rampage, Collision, and pay-per-views.
Yeah, and we will be doing the next one, The World's End. Yep.
So, yeah.
So get involved.
We love it. And we know secretly that you do too. So don't say you don't.
Well, and for those who haven't yet, you will. So get
You're
involved.
You're going to love it so much.
Yeah.
Like, it'll change your life.
There you go.
You'll be like, where has this been all my life? And we're just going to be like, we've been here.
Yeah.
We've been here all along, just waiting for you. So thank you for joining us. We look forward to talking about next week with you and with more Continental classic stuff and things. And with that, we bid you adieu.
Dead air.
Thank you for listening to WWND, Wrestling with Neurodivergence, a Podcast Ahoy production. The producers of WWND are Lisa Rudd, Amanda Putnam, and Gary Putnam. Recording is done by Gary Putnam. Editing is done by Lisa Rudd. Check out our social media for updates on upcoming pods and for clips and other media referenced in this episode. Links and information can be found in the episode notes. Thanks again from everyone at the WWND family.